Let me share with you a problem most managers face and how we will fix it today. Imagine you are leading a team and you are a manager. You need to check the total revenue, the sales trends, and the project health every week. What do you get? An outdated dashboard, scattered spreadsheets, and 3 people sharing you the status updates from different tools. That's slow, that's error-prone, and it doesn't scale. In this video, I will show you how to build a real-time executive dashboard using SQL Server for structured data. We use Power BI to visualize the team-wise KPIs and Power Automate to send alerts and snapshots straight to your inbox or to your Teams or Outlook. We are not just creating charts. We are creating a system that drives the decisions automatically. Let me walk you through what we are about to build. It is a fully automated executive dashboard which is powered by SQL Server, where we will run a stored procedure. We use Power BI for visualizing the data like KPIs, like revenue, expenses, pipelines, project health, and so on. We use Power Automate. We use Power Automate to send automated emails. It will even go and trigger the real-time alerts. We are building 2 flows here. Weekly KPI email that will send every Monday at 7 a.m. We are even going to send 1 real-time KPI alert when revenue drops. This system will let your executive team set the latest metrics without logging in. They get the alerts, emails when the KPIs change, review a visual snapshot on your mobile, on your desktop, or on Teams. And the best part is that you will build it once and it keeps working every week. Let me give you a real-time use case. Let's say you are a sales director managing 5 regional teams across the United States. Every week you need to check total revenue versus target. You need to check pipeline status. You have to check project delays, and you need to check the team activity KPIs. Normally, you would get reports from 5 different managers, each with their own format, each with their own time zone, each with their own update speed. Instead, here's what we will do. We are going to use SQL to pull the data into one stored procedure, and we use Power BI so that we group the KPIs by region. And we use Power Automate, which sends email weekly. The executive doesn't need to log in into Power BI or chase anyone for updates. They open their own inbox every Monday and boom, all 5 regions, all one clean summary, and all already which is written and already which is waiting. Dashboards are only useful if people actually use them, but most executives are quite busy. They don't want to log in. They don't wait for the refreshes or decode any visuals. By building this particular system, you reduce the dashboard anxiety. You deliver the decision-ready information directly to the inbox, and you gain the trust by showing that most updated numbers every week. Your stakeholders won't ask where is the report because it's already there. That's the real power of SQL with Power BI and Power Automate. Now let's build it. Hi, this is KnowHow Academy. What are we going to learn in this video? Today we are going to learn and understand how to build an executive dashboard using SQL, Power BI, and Power Automate. So what's chill then?
Here, I have created a table where I have named the table sales summary, and here I have taken an ID column, which is of integer data type and is the primary key. Here, I have used identity 1, 1 so that when I insert values, I don't have to manually write 1, 2, 3 for in the ID column. By default, the ID will automatically give you serial numbers starting from 1. Similarly, there are columns for region, total revenue, target revenue, project delays, active deals, and reported. In this way, I created a table and inserted some values into it here. Now, I will show you the entire table once so that it will be easier for you to see and understand how the columns and data will look. So here you can see ID, region, total revenue, target revenue, project delays, active deals, and reported. All of these are shown here. So what am I going to do now? Out of all these different columns, what will I do? You will notice that for region, we have those 5 regions that are repeated multiple times. So what I want to do is group all of them together and show the total revenue, the sum of target revenue, how many projects there are, how many delays there are, and how many active deals there are. I want to display all of that. So for this, every time I have to write select column name from so and so, instead of writing it like this every time, it's better if I create a stored procedure so that it's easier for me to view the data whenever I need to. So what did I do? Here, I wrote create procedure, gave the procedure a name. Then as begin select statement, where I specify the columns I want to see in the output. So what did I do here? I want to see the region column, the sum of total revenue, the sum of target revenue, the sum of project delays, and the sum of active deals. I want to see all of these. From which table? From the sales summary table, grouped by region. Now, when I executed this, I'll show you its output. Look at its output. How many regions are there? 2 regions. Sorry, 5 regions. So for region 1, what was the total revenue? What was the target? How many delayed projects are there? And how many active pipelines are there? So in this way, we've got the information for all 5 regions here. Now, what we need to do here is bring the output of this stored procedure into Power BI. So for that, first I'll copy the name of my server from here. Okay. And when I come into Power BI, after clicking on SQL Server, you have to enter your server name here in your database name. You can see the database name here, Sales Ops. So I'll enter Sales Ops as the database name here. Using Sales Ops and the import mode, I'll copy this query for the execute, stored procedure, and paste it into the SQL statements section under Advanced Options in Power BI. When I click OK, all the values from my stored procedure, like region, revenue, target, delay, project, activity, will be displayed here. When I load it, the data will be imported here into Power BI. So what did I do? I used SQL Server to pull the data. I've now brought it into Power BI through the stored procedure. Now that we've brought it into Power BI, what do we need to do next? Here, we need to create a dashboard. So first, we'll work on that dashboard and the visualizations, where we'll display the revenue, our KPIs, and our pipelines. You'll be able to see all those things here. So let's start by creating the dashboard. For that, I'll go to the wallpaper. Once I'm on the wallpaper, I'll change its color a bit to make it look more attractive, like this. Now, what will I do here? I'll use a text box to add a heading to it. Here you have your executive, summary, dashboard, something like this. Okay, now let's do a bit of formatting. Make it bold, align it in the center, and set the font size to 28. We'll also choose a color for it, something like this. Okay, so now this is good, the executive summary dashboard. I'll bring it here, and then I'll go into its size and style settings and put it inside a border. Rounded corners. Alright, and I'll set it to 3 points. Alright, so now, my interesting title has appeared here like this. So what will we do next? We'll use KPI cards in this. So what will I do with the KPI card? First, I'll go to visuals and take a card chart here. And inside the card chart, I'll put in what my target is, how much my target is. So if we come here, I'll turn off the category label and add a title. Total target. This is your total target. Now we'll format this. Bold, I'll increase its size and align it to the center. So what did I just do? Here, I took the title here. So now what will we do with this? In size and style, I'll set its border here. And in the same way, I'll format this as well. So this is your total target. Alright, so in the same way, what I'm going to do is copy this in. Bring some more here from its guard, chart. So now, what will we do with this? We'll remove the target and put revenue instead. Alright, revenue. So now, what will come here is your total revenue. How much total revenue you have. After that, I need to show here how many delayed projects I have, meaning how many delayed projects there are. Alright, so I'm showing the delayed projects here, and by pasting one more, I'll show how many active pipelines I have. That's also very important because when you show the delayed projects, you also need to show the active pipelines, how many active pipelines there are. So we'll display the active pipelines here as well. There are 17 active pipelines. So we'll call this active pipelines, active pipelines. So now what I'll do here is add a small clustered column chart. Alright, I'll format this chart in the same way. And here I'll show the active pipelines by region. So by taking the region here, I'll put active pipelines on the y-axis. So to show how many active pipelines there are, we'll format the title a bit. Let's make the x-axis bold. There, now the title is black and bold, and then the axis is also bold and set to 12. Basically, I'm keeping everything the same so there's no difference. For the title, let's make it bold as well. Alright, this looks good. Now, let's turn on the values by using data labels. And here you'll also see the values. I'll make these bold as well, increase their size a bit, and set them to black. So now, everything should be easy to see. You can also use a slicer here to create some interaction. By using a slicer, I'll take region here, so that I can select the region. So I'll choose region here. Region. Now I'll format it like this region. So now you'll see that when I click on region 1, you can see how many total targets there are in region 1, how much revenue was generated, how many delayed projects are available from region 1, and how many active pipelines there are. And the same for region 2. You can see all these details here. You can also customize its colors, so the formatting is completely up to you. Now, what are we going to do next? What are we going to do now? We're going to save this. We're going to save this. After saving this, we'll click on Publish. We'll publish it on this workspace, and after publishing, we'll use Power Automate here to create both a scheduled flow and a triggered flow so that emails can be sent automatically. Alright, so right now I'm publishing it here. Okay, got it. Now I'll go to my workspace, the test workspace, and here I'll click on the executive dashboard. You can see here that my dashboard has appeared. My report has also shown up here. Now you can do this in two ways. So first, what will I do? I'll go into Power Automate, and under Create, I'll make a scheduled flow. Here is the scheduled flow, and I'll name it Executive Summary. Something like this, Executive Summary. So, when do we need it? We need it every morning at 7 o'clock, so 7 o'clock a.m. When do we need it? Every Monday morning at 7 a.m. it should come. We've set the Monday time and date, so now what I'm doing is creating it. After creating it, we need to add the next step so that it can perform an action. Meaning, we want to send ourselves an email, right? If we want to send an email every morning, we have the Send Email option available here. So we select the email option here, and then I'll enter the name of the person we want to send it to. Alright, and after that, what is the message? This is your executive summary. And after that, we'll write in the body that this is your executive summary dashboard. We'll type a message like this here. Alright, and then we'll click on Save. After clicking on Save, we'll test it to see whether it's successful or not. So I'll click on Test. Let's perform this manually, and we'll run through it. So you can see that it's successful, meaning it has run successfully. In just a few seconds, we'll receive that particular email. So this is successful. Alright, so this has been successful. So now, what are we going to do? We've set up the schedule for every Monday morning at 7 a.m. So every Monday at 7 a.m., we'll get the email. And what we're going to do is, now look, the email has arrived here. you can see the executive summary dashboard. Right, so now what are we going to do? We're going to create a trigger flow. And to create a trigger flow, we'll use an alert. So there are two ways here. One is that I can go inside my dashboard and do it. So what I'm going to do is this KPI card here, I'll select the pin visual in it and then pin it here. Go to dashboard. Here, the total revenue that we selected has now appeared. So now I have this option, manage alert. So if the total revenue falls below this value, I want to get an alert. So here we have Power Automate. By using Power Automate, we can create our trigger here. So that's one way. Or what you can do is use Power BI as well. Now, coming back to your report, there's an option here, Edit. After clicking on Edit, you can also add the Power Automate visual here. First, it will detect the environment to determine which environment it needs to run in. And after that, when you click on Edit, you'll see the trigger, a Power BI button option here. You need to select that here. And then, when you click on Continue, you'll need to create the trigger here. Alright, so you need to create a trigger. Just create the trigger. That means you choose the operation. Which operation you want to choose is up to you. So, let me give you a small example. I want to send some emails. Alright, so we can also send emails from here. Here, we'll write who we want to send the email to. What is an executive? Dashboard? If you want to add some dynamic content like this, you can also add dynamic content here in this way. That's your choice. If you want to write something, in the body, you can write, for example, this is total revenue, 1.84 million. So I've written a message like this. Now we'll save this. After saving, if you want to test it, click on Save and Apply. Once you click Save and Apply, you'll see that it has been saved successfully. Now we'll go back and test it by running it. When I click on Run or Run Flow, the trigger we created has been successfully executed. In a few seconds, I'll receive an email saying that this is the executive summary dashboard, which has a total revenue of 1.84 million. So here, the method or system we created. You just need to set it up once, schedule it, and then you can forget about it, because it will handle the entire process automatically. This is a full stack reporting system that runs completely through automation. So if you want to go further with this, you'll see that the email has arrived here. This email has arrived. Okay, so the total revenue of my one phone is 4.8.4 million. So this is how you can show it. Okay, and if you want to go even further, you can also use buttons in this. You can add bookmarks. You can add as many slices as you want. You can initiate login alerts in this. And you can send them through your SharePoint so that it can be used for audit tracking. Or you can also add dynamic recipients as shown in this method. And this monetizing feature, which is for reporting, you can also use that here. So this core buildup will help you scale and determine what your business model should be, and according to the necessities and needs of your business, you will be able to function it here. So the thing is, you have created a fully automated real-time executive dashboard, and it should run on its own. So what did we do here? So today, from this video, we learned that we are using SQL. We are using Power BI to build the data, to visualize it. We are using Power Automate so that it can deliver emails. So we have created this executive dashboard using SQL, Power BI, and Power Automate. If you like this and found it helpful, you can download the Power BI file and the SQL script for this particular project from the description of this video. And don't forget all the scripts that were shown in. This video will be available for you in the description. Thank you for choosing Academy as your source for knowledge. We are always here to help you navigate. If you have any questions from this video, you can ask your question in the comment section of this video so that we can answer it. Thank you.